How did you get into this fetish industry type thing when you're talking about feet and socks and stuff like that?
One of the reasons for the height, okay? So we're talking about height and height comparisons right now.
Yeah.
Why did I decide to film such videos? Is because a fan of mine was looking at my video when I'm walking with a shorter man. I've been filming some other episode for like a friend who is a psychic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we've been talking about esoteric things and like his spiritual abilities. And we just been walking like next to each other. There was like a 30 seconds clip or something. And this fan of mine told me that he's been while watching this video. And I'm like, okay, it kind of clicks something in my head. And I'm like, okay, if they do this anyway, why I can't have money for this? You know what I'm saying?
Why exactly? You get paid for that.
Yeah, like why I can't, have at least something if they do this anyway.
If they're doing this about you,
yeah,
I guess you should monetize it somehow.
Yeah, so that's reason number one.
Oh, okay.
Reason number two for the feet stuff, I honestly have been fooled by the guy. He's from New Zealand, but he's Indian. So he told me that he can help me to find some company in New Zealand to advertise for my feet.
Okay. Yeah.
Like to advertise shoe company. Sorry.
Right. Shoe company. Gotcha.
Shoe company. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay, so what do I need to do for this? And he's like, oh, you need to send me your feet pictures. I'm like, because I was like completely new in that industry. I was like, well, that sounds fun, whatever. So I did a very good pictures, like very good feet pictures. I sent it to him and he disappeared. Like after that, he just disappeared.
Oh, you never heard from afterwards?
No, I've heard.
Okay.
And then after a couple months, I've seen my photo of me next to my feet pictures.
Oh, no!
And yeah, there was a description that these are my feet, And I'm like, I called him or I was talking to him. I'm like, you lied to me. Why did you do this? You bastard, and so on. So he's like, I'm so sorry. Yes, I lied to you. I fooled you, whatever. And then he got back to me in like a month and he's like, oh, you can make money on that.
Oh,
yeah.
So he wronged the right.
He gave me a business idea. I fell in love with my feet because before I wasn't taking them like they are nice because they are like very big size. I had a complex.
Yeah, you had a complex about it. Yeah, because they were so big.
Yes, exactly. But then when I step into the fetish industry,
no pun intended,
I start to compare my feet to other girls and also like smaller sizes, and I'm like, whoa, they're sexy.
Wow, so you started to get interested in this topic as well for yourself.
And also it raised my confidence, like generally, like not only feet but the whole fetish thing.
Like, subscribe, comment. Some people, you said, just love feet. That's all they want to see. They don't care about anything else.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Like they don't care about how a girl look like.
Really? Can I show your feet right here in the picture?
Yeah.
Okay, there. Look at that. Look at that foot. Isn't that crazy?
It's all over internet, honestly.
Is it really?
They can find on Google.
What about that carbon footprint you left also?
What carbon footprint? Where?
Oh, I'm just playing with you. Okay,
Greg,
so
don't steal my socks and don't sell them.
Yeah.
Do you like female feet?
I'm not a fan of the feet.
No?
Not a fan of the
Not
foot.
at all?
I mean, I like to see nice feet, but I'm not like, let me see your feet. Is love enough to make a relationship last?
I think there should be a combination of things. Not only love. For example, in my case, I can only speak for myself. Love wasn't strong enough to stay in a relationship.
Right.
So I broke up with men who I love, but it was a need to break up because they were not behaving best.
They were not behaving their best. They were not on best behavior. So I had to terminate, comrade. No, I get that because I mean, I've been in relationships and I feel like I may love this person, but I'm not in love with the person. But I feel like I still want to help that person, be with that person and support that person. But then I realize at a certain point, well, it's not your job to save them, to help them, to be with them, to stay with them if you're not 100% happy, No. Have you ever been in love?
Yes, but it hurt me so bad. So
It hurt me.
I don't know if I want to be in love again.
Really?
Or if it's not 2 ways, then it could be painful.
Oh, you thought that you were in love and the other person did not love you equally?
Yes. Yes.
Can there be a relationship where the love is equal? Is there a 50-50 for love?
No, I think it's always one person loves a little bit more, or
55-45,
or
60-40?
no, I would say 70-30.
Oh, really? So so the person that's at the 30,
Yeah.
given only 30% of love, they must need then to feel more loved to stay in that kind of relationship. If that relationship lasts, compared to somebody who's the 70%, they're the ones that like, I have to give so much. And that's how I love. I mean, people also feel better about themselves if they're like, oh, I love this person so much, and it makes me feel good that I love this person so much. I'm helping this person every day.
You kept saying that you dated the girls and women like out of your league. So how did you do that?
Well, don't say it like that. Almost it sounds like
What do you mean?
No, it's true.
That's
it's true.
what you've been saying.
I do say that.
Okay.
Yes, but with your Russian accent, it sounds almost like you're getting that.
Out of your league.
Out of league, no.
Yes.
Very bad.
How did they end up there?
You know what? I have been fortunate. Yeah, I feel I've been fortunate enough to date beautiful, intelligent, amazing women. There's not one girl I've ever dated that I look back and say, no, I shouldn't have. No, I'm so happy. And it's funny because obviously you have to be confident and you got to be, well, I find being funny helps a lot, probably more than everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But, I read a book a while ago, like maybe 6 years ago or something like that, 5 years ago. And it was great. And it was called, let me get the title right here. It was called How Not to Get Caught.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was called,
cheating.
No, it wasn't about cheating.
Cheating.
It was not, that's it. It was called How Not to Get Caught. And it was like a subtitle was Dating Smart in today's social media world or whatever it was. Anyway, Dan, it's right here. This is it right here. And here's Dan, that's the guy right there, the author, Dan Nielsen. Anyway, this one here. So this book was amazing because you think it's about how to cheat and get away with it, but no, it's about how you're dating, like how we date now. Like if people are on apps and they go on a date with somebody on a Sunday and then another date with somebody else, like on a Bumble date on Sunday, and then like a Raya date for us LINZanity on Tuesday. And then, but you're going on 2 dates in a week. And this is normal nowadays. But, so it shows how to do that. So it's talking about how you're dating, several people at the same time, but yet you're respecting everybody. Because a lot of people think, oh, it's about cheating. Not about cheating. It's about being respectful. So I'm like, I'm very respectful. And I learned a lot from this book. It's not about trying to, conquer and be this and that. It's about, as long as you're cool and you're fun and you're smart and you're confident, I think you can definitely date out of your league. And again, the book right here, you should go check it out because it's actually a amazing book. It was like a game changer for me. Like, subscribe, comment. Everything you're talking about seems like the beginning stages of all relationships when you want to see the person, want to be with the person. You can't stop thinking about that person. Mm-hmm. But then what happens after 3 months? Do you still have to feel all those feelings to say you're in love still? Mm-hmm. Were you still in love after 3 months?
Yeah.
Were you still thinking about the person and wanting to be with the person, do good things for the person?
Yes.
Okay, so then maybe that's the case then.
I would say yes.
So it's got to maintain that feeling with somebody. Yeah. One last thing about that. Yeah, I loved all those women I lived with and dated,
Do you think that you love?
Well, I think I loved them, but I don't know if I was in love with them. That's the difference. I don't know. Maybe maybe there is no difference. I thought you had to be in love with someone to say you're in love, but maybe because I love them, then I've been in love many times.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. I went from never.
So you changed.
I went
you
from
flip 180
wow.
a year. Okay?
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. You know what? I went from never being in love to being in love with so many women.
Amazing. This is how men are these days.
Wow. So this is great. Example. Oh my God. I felt that I was broken. I've been in love so many times. I guess I'm a romantic. No music. Interesting. I do
listen, but it's just very rare.
You don't care about it. Like if you never hear a song again after you hear it one time, you could whatever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's not, but didn't you once talk about a go-to karaoke song that you used to sing?
Go to karaoke is different.
Oh,
So
okay.
karaoke is when you sing.
Yes. Oh, I forgot. That's
Yes,
the.
I need to do it myself.
You got to be doing it
Acting
for you
or
to.
singing.
Yes,
or
if you're
whatever.
in it, then you
Yes.
like it. I didn't realize that.
Got
So
it.
if I would say what's
Finally.
your favorite book, you'll probably say your journal.
Yes, exactly.
Like, subscribe, comment,